The ASME Turbo Expo is one of the biggest conferences of its type in the world, in fact the biggest. And from an industry perspective, what makes it really worthwhile to attend is that it's a perfect mix of having academics, students, and industry in the same location.
There's a lot of technical information that's exchanged between these various groups, and it gives us an opportunity to present our work to be critiqued by those involved in the gas turbine industry.
Maybe 3,000 people attend. We have 1,200 papers that are given each year. So if you want to know what's going on in the industry and in research and so on in gas turbines, this is where you come.
The ASME Turbo Expo is a must-attend show for networking, for providing a technical awareness, as well as corporate visibility.
And I still enjoy seeing the conversations that just spontaneously occur. A student might talk to a renowned professor. A young designer at one company might meet a very senior expert working at another company.
For me, it has always been an occasion to get to know new people, especially from the industry. And I am sure that generated opportunities for us doing research for them.
I've been attending Turbo Expo for about the past 10 years, and I think it's really leveraged well to make an impact over the next 60 years because turbo machinery is such an important part of our lives. And as long as there's challenges and problems to be solved, Turbo Expo is going to be a really important conference for people to come together to make that happen.
And this leads to a lot of opportunity for cross-pollination between these different disciplines. It helps companies learn about the latest research going on in different parts of the world. It helps academics understand what are the problems the industries are trying to solve. And most importantly, from my perspective, the students, the engineers of the future, who are the employees and researchers of the future, they have the opportunity to interface both with great researchers and great industrial experts from all around the world in one location.
I was a student and I went along to the conference, and there were these great engineers there presenting their latest research. I'd only read their papers before then, but to actually see them present was a fantastic experience. And what's more, you could talk to them and they'd listen to you and we'd have conversations. It was a fantastic buzz that you got from this.
I've been a part of 3 different Turbo Expo conference papers, and I look forward to working on these papers and presenting at the conference every year because it is a great opportunity for me to get feedback on my work.
These papers, over 1,000 roughly, are being reviewed in a very rigorous way. Some of them make it only to the conference, some of them, which are the good one, obviously make it to the journal. So the content, technical content of those papers are first class.
One of my favorite memories of Turbo Expo was when I first brought my graduate student to Turbo Expo to present his results in front of the audience. It was a very exciting time for the graduate student to be up there and to present his work and realize that people cared about the research that he was doing, that he was working on the right issues.
It's a perfect occasion to get to know other professionals in the same field, very often doing advanced research.
I try to get my students to come to interact with exhibitors and so on.
And this kind of a mix of talent is very difficult to find, and this makes the Turbo Expo especially unique.
And we're going into Asia. The 2016 conference will be in Seoul, Korea. So moving on to Asia and other regions, we're also going to South America in the near future. So expanding into other regions of the world will open new chapters for IGTI, I think.
It's just grown. It's just amazing. New avenues open up as the gas turbine expands into other markets.
Wherever there's a need for turbo machines, and there will be for a long time, there'll be a Turbo Expo.
And as long as Turbo Expo maintains this focus on high quality knowledge, high quality expertise, it will always provide a forum, or always be a forum for people to attend.
We would like to expand beyond gas turbines into other energy areas such as the wind turbines and so on, and that broadens the scope of IGTI's activities, or Turbo Expo's technical scope, and I think that trend will also continue.
For me, what ASME does exceedingly well is that they provide this great infrastructure, this great support to allow these kinds of events to be successful. They provide a space of possibilities. They provide a space of interactions. They provide a space for creating new knowledge and new ideas. And this is what I think ASME stands for, and this is what they continue doing very well.
Turbo Expo has continued to be a worthwhile event over the years that I've been attending. There's always new information that's being exchanged on the development of gas turbine engines. There's new panels, there are new people to meet, there's great networking opportunities.
Just meeting the people that have interests that you have, and one of the biggest things, it's a worldwide thing, so it's really an opportunity to be in various parts of the world and meet other people and participate in a truly international effort.
I know more people every year, so I can set up more meetings, plan ahead for the discussions that I need to have. So it never gets stale. It's more important every year to me to make it to Turbo Expo in June.
The people that I've gotten to know at Turbo Expo are not only my professional colleagues, but many of them are my very good friends, if not best friends.
Without any doubt, over the years, Turbo Expo really has been a worthwhile event. If you're involved in turbo machinery in any form, it really is the one event you must go to every year.
And I mean, coming from these 60 years, I expect we're going to go easily for another 60 years.
If you like to learn, and if you like to meet great people with whom you can learn and develop new ways of working in the world, and eventually change the world, then the Turbo Expo is the place to be.